Time is
And
running.
here is the one, the behold one, he reminds me of myself. We have the same dream.
Yes. We want to show our people what Africans are thinking, other Africans are thinking, saying, and doing. Because their mindset is complete decolonization, removal of colonial structures. That's what they're doing. Do you think when they finish, you that you are living in Nigeria, deceiving yourself, they will wait for you? No. The rest of Africa will not wait for you, Nigerians. Because this decolonization is going to happen completely. We greet our person, American Holocaust survivor. Thank you for stopping by. Ifechi said, many people perish because of lack of knowledge. Yeah, that's the part of the colonial system. Colonial system has three tools: ignorance, fear, and military terror. So they work with the church and Islam and the version of religion that they brought in Africa to keep our people docile, keep our people in servitude, keep our people uninformed, ignorant, and it's easy to manipulate them and conquer them. It was intentional. But this our brother here from Burkina Faso said, nah, that's not happening anymore. He's pulling down every colonial structure. This is what we say we must do in Nigeria. This is what we say we'll do in Nigeria. I go ahead, my sister.
And it's not that difficult, It's
No,
not
it's not.
that difficult. It's
That's
not.
the first thing to do. Decolonization before any election. Okay, I thought you were going to read what he said, what he did. So, Burkina Faso's new president, Ibrahim Traoré, has dropped French as the official language. Has dropped French as official language.
Yeah, her language. How
can you be a black man and your language, official language, is French? He didn't stop there. He removed French colonial rulers' names from streets. Wow. Because when you go there, you hear Charles de Gaulle. Who've been there? I lived in Burkina Faso, so I know the places. So I'm happy for this guy. So he removed their names from the streets. Banned colonial era barrister wigs. Hey, whoa!
Udele will be happy, or his hair will be rebelling for him.
You see, Udele has gone. He banned the wigs, paid off debt to the West, and taking control of the country's resources. This is what you call independent African country. Nigeria. We told you people that Nigeria is not independent yet. Nigeria is a colony, is a British colony. And in the course of this show, we will show you how it is a colony and remains a colony. The beginning of the conversation is to decolonize Nigeria first. You must remove all the colonial structures. That's the beginning of the step. It's not 2027 election to get who will be the next slave master's representative. That's not where we're going. That's not where we, the people, are going. Watch what other parts of Africans are doing. You better begin to develop sense. Because if you don't develop sense, the people, the indigenous peoples, they are developing sense and they're coming up. Because it's enlightenment. The only way to treat ignorance is to give information. And we have loaded them with enough information. That's what we gave them boom, 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 boom. All our videos are there. 1,000 videos. Fully packed. Anyone you pick, your information will be entering your head. Boom, 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 boom. So our people, the cat is out of the bag. We have said he has to say kuneku. We have released them everything to our people. They are armed with information. They are coming for you. They will not allow you to continue to do what you're doing. It's no more business as usual. It's the return of common sense. Common sense and sanity is returning everywhere, not only in America, everywhere. My dear, go ahead.
And it makes sense.
There's a video my sister wants to pull up.
Yes, that will return to common sense. Let me.
That's our sister, Arcana, because we want to hear her. She's a voice. That woman did a great job. When she got to represent Africa, where she got, that's where she opened her eyes and saw documents and saw what
is going on here?
exactly, and began to inform her people. It is because of her move that people like Ibrahim Traore came up. That's because of this woman, Francophone African countries became liberated. This is what we're talking. When somebody is educated, you will know, because you will be making sense. You have common sense. Education is not to bring certificate of one and
hold your people down and lord it over your people.
And they use it to brag in front of us. That is not education. When your brain is dead, that is not education. Look at what education is. She's a medical doctor. It did not stop her from going to get information for her people that will liberate her people, because information is power. Let's listen to her.
On earth, the go-to place for the world is painted as the forest. And I am not going to mince my words. The truth of the matter is the world needs Africa. Africa does not need the world. We have everything we need on earth. We could paralyze the world economies. Take a simple thing. Like we decide DRC can no longer export its coltan. That alone can paralyze the world. So rather than us Africans concentrating on the issues that matter, concentrating on issues that we need to take home, like telling France that 500 billion you're taking out of Africa every year, no more. France needs to be the third world developing country, not Africa.
That's what it needs to be. It's just that simple. France needs to be a
Why is it?
That's what France is, a third world country. It's just that somebody else has been supporting their westernization. Somebody else, they've been living their lives on the blood of our people. It's not a hidden truth. It's out there in the open. But what are you doing about it? What are you doing with the information that you have on hand? With it? Are you part of what we're doing to ensure that our people get the message that we have the power, we have to return the sovereignty to the people and be able to kick these criminals? That Britain will come and tell us they are coming to help us energize democracy. You guys,
how Ndiohi now? Pull them up so that we'll be seeing Ndiohi. Yes. Yeah, they are Ndiohi for sure. Because we said we must decolonize Nigeria. We must decolonize Africa. You see what they did? That Berlin Conference of 1884-85. It needs to go down. It needs to go down. We cannot remain slaves in our father's land. Look at that. They have to, anything we want to cough, when we cough, they will appear. Any move we want to move to go to where we'll get freedom, they will appear. This is UK Minister of State. They say it's Lord Baron Coker, Guinea. They will be answering Lord. Have you seen what we told our people about when you hear Lord, the Lord, the Lord? There are many lords. Not the one that you are calling. So he visited Nigeria Chief of Defense Staff, General Christopher Musa. You see how as if God visited them. And what did they come to do? He said that UK is giving them assurance that they will work with Nigerian military to defend democratic governance in Nigeria.
You will go down.
He said, we asked them, do we have democracy in Nigeria? We are here to ask questions because we told you it's interactive. When we ask you, if you know, also comment, please. Put in the comments. Help us ask, do we have democracy in Nigeria? If yes, who does it benefit? Nigerians or Britain? And whose interest That's your democracy. Whose interest does he prioritize? Is it that of the indigenous people? Is it the interest of Nigerians? Or is it interest of the colonial monsters, Britain? Whose interest is he representing? The usual suspects, we just learned, have scheduled a conference for this coming Monday. This is one of the feedback we got from our people. We say Monday, Tuesday. They are preparing for 2027 election. And they gave it title, Strengthening Nigeria's Democracy, Pathway to Good Governance and Political Integrity. Shetima, Abdul Salami Abubakar, Atiku, your own dear P2B, Kwankwanzo, or whatever they call themselves. Of course, maybe they will have a cooker, since they are doing a peace organization. Peace in graveyard. My sister is going to pull up those politicians and the church people that are working with. And we have said that welling is not a strategy. Welling is not a strategy. Can you see that? Why we're saying that we need to bring down the colonial structures. These, your puppets called chief liars, your church leaders, what are they doing? They are working hand in hand with the politicians.
In the name of the Lord, though.
In the name of the Lord. That's why I told you, when you hear Lord, be careful. So they might be working in the name of Lord Lugard. They can be working in the name of Kukak or Kroka. And with different lords. Find out the Lord that this your puppets, church leaders, are worshiping. Because everything they're doing to you, they do it in the name of that Lord. We have falsehood and truth. Your church people chose falsehood over truth. We have light and darkness. Your church people chose darkness. We have freedom and oppression, suppression. Your church people chose suppression for the people. They chose to work with those that are colonizing the people. That's their decision. Adeboye, all of them. Check them. If we finish the show, open and see this thing and see all their names listed there. Why? Because they are benefiting from the colonial structure. Our brother Ifechi said, Nigeria has no democracy. Thank you so much for that. He said, Cure ED, quad era demonstrando. Oh, finish, you go. Brew, bam, it's finished. Nigeria, it doesn't even have a union, let alone having democracy. He said, is it Britain that allowed, okay, the Britain that allowed the Area Peace to take over the private part of young girls? Are they the ones promising Nigerian military to strengthen democracy in Nigeria? We're asking questions. My brother is asking. We are asking questions. Because we say here is interaction. We ask questions, you answer us. We ask, you ask, we answer. It's interaction. Which Britain are we talking about? And who is promoting this nonsense? Your church leaders. Working with their bedfellows, the politicians, the political puppets. They are willing tools. And we told you that willing is not a strategy. We must stand up and do what we need to do. We don't come here to lament. Like we always say, when we finish, we will tell you what you need to be doing. From Ninas, Nigeria is a union of death and disaster. So Nigerians want change. But the question is, why are Nigerians constantly being deceived by political class, teachers of religion, the pastors, the priest, and imam that together? Because when we call religion, it's not just Christianity. All of them that together. Why do they constantly deceive our people? Why do our people allow these people to constantly deceive them? Media, news people, celebrity lawyers, because we call them celebrity lawyers, because they are not really lawyers. If they are trained, my dad, you can pull up this thing, if they are trained as lawyers, they will not be doing what they're doing. Do you understand? So that's why we call them celebrity lawyers. They just want to be known. I'm a lawyer, and they will bring that wig, that vulture wig on their head that our brother in Burkina Faso has banned. They will bring it to intimidate our people. Media news people, which will tell you that it's brown envelope journalism. People like Rufaya or Refire. They just they don't know anything that is. They don't know how anything is connected to anything. They are too shallow because their journalism is brown envelope journalism. It's not in-depth analysis. It's not something that you look and critically think and connect this to connect this. It's just what they tell them to say. They have to say it, and they give them brown envelope to say it. Even when what they're saying does not make sense, they'll be saying it with confidence. That's brown envelope journalism. So the media, news people, influencers, NGOs, and social people, all these people, they are against our people. So the answer to the question, because the question was, why is it that Nigerians allow this set of people to constantly deceive them? The answer is Nigerians are constantly deceived about how to get change because they do not define the destination they seek. You don't know what you want. You don't even know what you want. You don't know the destination. You have not defined what you want. Because if you're able to define what you want, then you will know how to get it. So the answer, they do not define the destination they seek. They do not define the pathway that leads to that destination. They do not define the vehicle that will take them to that destination. Three things. You must define the destination. Where are we going? What do we even want? That's the destination. How do I get it? That's the pathway. How do we get to the place? Then the vehicle, what will carry us to where we're going? Is when you ask these honest questions to yourself and give yourself answer. You see, people will not deceive you anymore because you know what you want and you know where you're going and you know how you want to get there. So Ninas has had the discipline to answer these questions in over 20 years of solid and painstaking work. Place the Nina's transitioning template and orderly process on the table since declaration of constitutional force majeure on 16th December 2020. It awaits Nigerians to examine it and key into it. You know, this is why we tell our people that those that are saying freedom to them do not really mean well for them. They are not here to give them freedom, because you have to ask the three questions. This freedom that we want, if it's freedom that we want, if it's liberation that we want, what is the pathway? What is the genuine pathway? In that pathway, it will be from point A, B, C, is a process. Then you ask yourself, what is the vehicle? Because you have internationally acceptable procedures and processes that is not confusing to anybody. It's very clear. But Nina's team, they have done the job already. Why are you not embracing it? Because it's not freedom you're looking for. That's what we tell people in Biafra. They don't want freedom.
Nope.
What they want is to replace the bondage over our people. They want to remove Nigeria bondage and bring Biafra bondage. So it's not freedom for the people. If it's freedom for the people, there are things you will say and do. So anybody contributing, promoting a type of freedom that is not leading anywhere, we told you people were there. So we're not talking from here outside. They say we were inside. They are promoting those leaders. They make them wealthy. They contribute money, make them extremely wealthy because they are ignorant. So when they finish with one, the enemy that brought the person will take the person out. Another one will come. They'll contribute again. That one will buy houses, do all the things they want to do. When that one goes, another person will come. You are not going anywhere. You are in a circle like Nigeria. So it's the same thing. You and Nigerians, you are in the same spot. If you want liberation, you will interrogate what Ninas has put on the table. It will make sense and you begin to ask questions. Our brother is talking more. He says, that is why Nigeria is an evil forest. As Nigeria is a killer name, so also is Biafra. Finish. Our brother has that. We must begin to face honesty. We must begin to discuss and interact honestly. Thank you.